Bailey Strohl in the KTTS Go Patrol. Any trouble, Bailey?
KTTS reporter Bailey Strohl has been there.
KTTS Go Patrol traffic, Bailey.
Babysitter for the day, Bailey Strohl. She's going to break down the... Oh, my God.
I'm Bailey Strohl, and I'm in the KTTS newsroom like I am every weekend. Hey everybody, I'm about to ride the Time Traveler ride here at 11 o'clock. Gonna go live on Facebook later today. The total investment of this is around $26 million by Silver Dollar City. It is Silver Dollar City's biggest attraction ever, and it is more than double any previous attraction, their budget for this. So $26 million. Students and staff were quick to report 2 memes that spread through social media and posed a possible threat to Hillcrest High School. Springfield Public Schools say that they've since investigated and found no validity in those threats. And one student, though, has been suspended. One of the posts involved a picture of a man with a mask and a gun saying, quote, "Round 2 of Florida tomorrow." A large building fire near Mount Vernon and Kansas Expressway broke out about an hour ago in Springfield. I just got back from the scene, and you couldn't see much at first through the smoke and the ashes. And I was live today when President Trump came out to speak at Lauren Cook Company in Springfield.
He did spark a lot of emotion and excitement while announcing not plans, but why we need tax reform. The main things he pointed out were how outdated our current tax code is, especially when compared to countries overseas. And the president says, if this passes, later down the line, we'll move businesses back to the states and grow the middle class.
At least 2 spots of eastbound I-44 is going to be completely shut down. Somebody telling me that there's almost a 30-car pileup between Conway and Marshfield right now. Bad crash on I-44 between Conway and Marshfield. It got national attention, involving at least 60 cars. The interstate was shut down for about 15 hours. I'm trying to give an update on flash flooding today across the Ozarks and the heavy rain that we've been getting. And Governor Eric Greitens did declare a state of emergency today for the southern Missouri area because in response to all this storms and flooding. Happy Monday morning, everyone. I have been out at an early morning shooting just southwest of Springfield on Roxbury and Farm Road 129. A 16-year-old girl with autism went missing this past August in Ozark County. And now skip ahead to what happened this past week. Her accused killers have actually had their trial dates set. After a few days, they found her bones crushed, burned, charred underneath a burn pile on the property. We hit a record on Thursday, which we hit records all the time because of crazy Missouri weather, but we hit 78 degrees.
It looks like a strong wind gust blew part of a metal roof at the old Springfield grocery building.
But Greitens is sticking with the story, saying nothing happened, no violence, even among rumors that he was going to step down this past Friday. After 7 seasons as the Missouri State head men's basketball coach, Coach Paul Lusk is out. MSU President Cliff Smart and the athletic director Kyle Motes made the announcement around Saturday afternoon, and our KTTS news director Don Luzader was there when it happened, gave us all the updates, just saying that they want to go in a new direction with the team. The basketball program is the most successful program as far as revenue in sports at Missouri State. This Saturday, Missouri State University will be taking on Youngstown State here at Plaster Sports Complex at 2 p.m. With this change in locale, alcohol policies have recently become less restrictive on campus. If students start to feel anxious during finals week, counselors will tell them to find an activity that helps release their stress. Some people would listen to music or go on a run, but my personal favorite would be to rent a puppy here on campus.
It's the KTTS Morning Show's Water Cooler Convo.
You probably remember this story, a very sad story about a 10-year-old who went airborne on the Verrucht water slide in Kansas City at Schlitterbahn and died. Well, now the co-owner of the whole water parks, all of the water parks, and the designer of the ride and the company that built the ride have all been indicted by a federal grand jury. And if they're found guilty, maybe 9 to 40 years in prison.
Oh my gosh!
For just reckless second-degree murder.
Because they're saying they kind of rushed it.
Yeah,
and didn't test it as well.
The owner
as
rushed the design because he wanted that world's tallest water slide name, and then hopefully get the attention of the Travel Channel or something like that.
Gosh.
KTTS Storm Chaser First Alert.
The National Weather Service in Springfield has issued a tornado warning. This is going to be for northwestern Laclede County and also southeastern Camden County, lasting until 6:30 tonight. Take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room in the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid all windows right now. Well, the big story today, the first day of a jury trial for the kidnap, rape, and murder of a 10-year-old girl back in Springfield back in 2014 is over. That's the first day, and the question being asked still is whether accused killer Craig Wood had deliberately took Haley Owens or if he was acting on sexual urges while being high on meth, like the defense claims. Jurors from Platte County heard from prosecution witnesses, including an investigator who used crime scene photos to describe how Haley was found inside a small blue storage tub in Craig Wood's basement. Before adjourning for the day, the prosecution played Wood's first interview with police, where Sergeant Swin is asking for any help in finding Haley.
Like I said, I've got a mother who is begging for answers, begging for us to find her little girl. That's a very tough feeling to deal with whenever you don't know what to say to her, okay? But now, I know that you can help me with that. And I need your help, man. I need to know where she's at.
The video shows Wood continuing to deny being in Haley's neighborhood that day and talking to a little girl. Former Springfield police investigator Sergeant Alan Neal also took the stand, who described the blue storage bin Haley was found in Wood's basement.
I could tell that this appeared to be the outline of a human head. I could see the hair impression through the plastic trash bags. Here you could tell the shoulder and an elbow here and the arm bent back this way. Basically, the body was compacted or pressed together against to fit in this little small tub.
KTTS breaking news this hour. A woman who was inside a home in Clinton when Officer Ryan Morton was shot and killed has now been charged with murder. Tammy Widger is in jail on a cash-only bond of $100,000, charged with second-degree murder. Authorities have said a man who also died inside that home that day was the one who actually fired the shots. Law enforcement found out later the 911 call came from a town nearby and not from Clinton. Officers had been sent to the wrong house.
It's the Be Better, Feel Better story of the day.
So any bride's nightmare, I can't even imagine, sending an invitation to the wrong address, but it actually worked out. So a woman sent it back. She had been married for 40 years and she had a little writing with it. I wish you knew, it's going to be a blast. Congratulations. And gave her $20 and said, go have dinner on me.
Oh, nice. So didn't even know her, just a kind of random act of kindness.
The Missouri Senate is trying to figure out how to fill positions on a board that's investigating Governor Greitens. The State Ethics Commission needs one more appointee before it has enough members to make decisions, but the only person who can make an appointment is the governor. State Senator Bob Dixon from Springfield says that's nothing but a conflict of interest.
I'm concerned that even if they do act and appoint someone, that we have a constitutional crisis now on our plate. The person who the ethics complaint was filed against has to appoint someone to decide his case.
Shaw from St. Joseph thinks that Greitens will use strong-arm tactics when and if he appoints a commissioner.
Can you imagine the verbal arm twisting of the person who he would appoint to the Ethics Commission? Say like, you really need to kind of not find me guilty. I mean, that's just not cool.
The Ethics Commission is also in charge of investigating possible wrongdoing with Greene County sales tax, but until they have enough members for a quorum, it can't make a decision on that either.